Now it is time.
Optimal Primus.
Yeah, see? His name is Optimus, not Optimus Prime. So, there's I'm an auto. There's mother.
And then there's call me.
we just have a joke for every character in this. So who should we go for? Definitely not Optimus first, I think.
Let's go with Ratchet first.
Sure. Optimus is no, Ratchet. Pretty. Oh. Well, welcome back to another episode of War for Cybertron. I think we forgot to do this part. We just started talking.
I don't think we did it for any of the other episodes.
Well, we did it for a few.
Let's let Kuai Liang give us our recap.
It's like looking in a mirror.
It's like looking in a mirror. That's Dimitri Vegas. Whatever they were smoking when they hired him.
Any hope to band together and repel the enemy, a new hero must emerge.
Who would that be? I don't know.
I'm an Autobot. It is I,
Ratchet Prime.
Ratchet Prime, the man who he saved the world by shooting people with cancer. In honor of his fallen comrade. I'm pretty sure Bumblebee has his voice, though, if I had to guess. Wait a minute, that might change in a second. Yeah, if Megatron's there, it's gonna change in a second.
Optimal.
Mr. Pax.
You're a skilled fighter, but you shouldn't be out here alone. Autobots are no longer safe in Iacon.
The Decepticons control the airwaves. The only secure way to communicate is by
Hey,
message.
Smoke Messenger.
I volunteer. Name's Bumblebee.
Ratchet, this Autobot needs repairs. Be still. I'll get you.
Cancer gun.
No, there's no time! I need to find the Autobot called Optimus. I have important information for him.
I am Optimus.
You're... Sir, it pains me to tell you this, but our leader, Zeta Prime, is dead.
Megatron.
Oh, he's angry.
What of the High Council?
They've gone into hiding, cut all communication with the outside. Optimus...
It's interesting that he's not a Prime or even the leader, but he still has the smooth voice of Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
I don't think his voice would change if he became a Prime. It makes sense. I mean, it's mostly a title. I guess it makes him stronger, but I don't see why it would change his voice.
Yeah, I would definitely say it makes him stronger.
Megatron is determined, I'll give him that. He means to see Iacon destroyed. Not destroyed, Ratchet. Simply taken. He knows we are at our weakest with Zeta Prime gone.
Megatron can take this city over my twisted, lifeless shell.
We prefer no further loss of life, Bumblebee. Focus on the task at hand, Autobots.
Man, their guns are cooler than mine.
Don't worry, you have cancer gun.
Jetfire, this is Optimus.
But I don't care about the condition of my teammates. They don't do anything.
Zeta Prime is
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, we're dead.
Yep.
command Jetfire.
Oh,
Jetfire is much more different in this than he is in Revenge of the Fallen.
We'll get those guns on.
In Revenge of the Fallen, he's like World War II pranky bot.
Jetfire takes those guns online.
that old guy was Jetfire.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. He was just big old. He was just an old man though.
And a Decepticon.
It was like back in my day. I don't think he was even Decepticon really.
Well, he was, but he didn't agree with their cause after a while. Just like in, just like the original character. Jetfire always started off as a Decepticon, but betrayed because he didn't agree with them.
I don't think. Well, he only existed in that film though, didn't he? Just that one film.
Yeah, because he died.
He died.
Remember?
There's
That's
a lot
how
of things.
Optimus got like his jetpack at the end.
Ah. I probably don't remember that. There's some aspects I won't remember about the movies.
Who needs revive?
That guy, he has ray gun.
I mean, I guess since we're Autobots now, we actually care enough to do this. Wow! Ooh, energon. It burns!
It burns. Don't worry, just get the synthetic energon.
See, he's already acting like a leader.
Why did Bumblebee need to find someone known as Optimus? Why did he need to find Optimus specifically?
Because he had, so he could tell him that Zeta Prime is dead.
Yeah, but like, why did he have to inform Optimus specifically of that?
I'm not sure. Other than for obvious plot reasons, because, you know, Optimus Prime...
He kind of has to become the Prime.
Like, maybe Optimus does have some sort... Like, maybe he's like a commander, or just like a... I don't know. I don't really know the lore of this game.
You said this takes place in the same universe as Prime, right?
Maybe not in the exact same, like, context, but these games is what started the... It's called the Aligned Continuity, and that's these games basically started the whole, like, Transformers Prime, Transformers Robots in Disguise 2015. These games are basically what started all of that.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's definitely aspects that are different, because if Optimus really is Orion Pax still right now, it doesn't, and like, he obviously is against Megatron right now, but in the show when he was reverted back to Orion Pax from Optimus Prime, he forgot everything about what Megatron did.
Well, he basically forgot the war.
He forgot the war, but like, the only reason he forgot is because it's implied that when he was Orion Pax, he still viewed Megatron as like, he still viewed Megatron as like an ally. But then,
yeah, that's because the entire reason Megatron became corrupt and wanted to, like, take over Cybertron was because Optimus took his chance at being a Prime. Megatron wanted to be a Prime, but Optimus just, like... So I think the story is that each side had to, like, explain why they deserve to be given such a role. And apparently Megatron's was a lot less
friendly.
Basically. So then when Optimus came around and was a lot more convincing with the council and was like, they were like, yes, you are much more worthy. Megatron got salty and became evil, and basically that's what started the war.
Weird.
So I think that Optimus did become a Prime before the war, because him becoming a Prime is what ticked Megatron off to start the war.
Yeah. And all the memories he got as a Prime, I guess, is like within the Matrix of Leadership. So after he lost the Matrix of Leadership, he just lost all the memories about Megatron being evil. Which is why he thought Megatron was still an ally.
Megatronus.
Yeah. Which is definitely different here, because he's not Optimus Prime yet. He doesn't have the Matrix of Leadership, but he obviously views Megatron as a villain. He even said Megatron just a moment ago, not Megatronus.
So I think that this is definitely separated from Prime, but it's just in the same
It has the same major plot points.
Like in Fall of Cybertron, from the very beginning, Bumblebee doesn't speak. So he already lost his voice chip.
Yeah. Well, that's when they're on Earth. Right now, Bumblebee...
Well, no.
Well, actually,
they're not on Earth in Fall of Cybertron.
Well, they're not on Earth here. So I'm pretty sure Bumblebee loses his voice box later.
I don't think he ever does in War for Cybertron. He just
Weird.
doesn't have it anymore in Fall of Cybertron.
Weird.
So it's like him losing his voice was off, like not any, like no, it was never seen in the game.
It's already different because in Transformers Prime, Bumblebee wasn't really part of the Autobot cause by the time they found Megatron. Like Megatron's thought process is if you're not with us, then you're against us. There's no like neutral. There's not like any middle ground. There's no gray area. So like that's what caused Megatron to like tear his voice box out. And he didn't really. Bumblebee wasn't part of the not Decepticon. He wasn't part of the Autobot cause. So
He was.
I don't. Okay, maybe he was, but he
I
wasn't
think you're
part.
mixing that up with a different show, the War
Yeah,
for
that was-
Cybertron Netflix series that is completely different from.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. But I do know that they weren't really. He was an Autobot. He just wasn't really associated with the main group of RC and Optimus and everything. Like they found him later. After he became part of the group after he lost his voice box. But here he's already associated with them and he has his voice box.
Oh, you mean he joined up with Optimus's crew?
Yeah, he was an Autobot, but he just joined with Optimus after his voice box was taken out.
Yeah, I think that is correct.
Because they found him because that's when they found him and they needed Ratchet.
Bumblebee was still like around with RC and Cliffjumper and stuff before they joined up with Optimus.
I do know that they found Bumblebee and had Ratchet repair him to an extent.
They were also with Ratchet.
Yeah.
And in the episode where Arachnid was introduced in Prime, there were a bunch of flashbacks, and it showed the flashback of Arachnid killing RC's first partner, and then by the end of it, it was Bumblebee and Cliffjumper that came and rescued her from Arachnid.
Yeah.
We have not been paying attention to this game. I mean, it's because nothing really is happening story-wise. We're just doing the usual bang-bang shooty at the random enemies.
Yeah, when there's major story points, then we'll stay quiet for the most part.
Which I think there are less of in this game than there are in Fall of Cybertron, because there are a bunch of moments throughout the entire game where some crazy stuff happens. Especially in the first 3 chapters. No spoilers though, but it's pretty epic. Gotti.
Ah! Got it!
Gotti.
These say big money at me. Oh my god! Wow. He did his
Jetfire? Oh, there he is.
hello. I am the firing jet.
Nice shooting up.
On the only Optimus. You are the guy. You're worthless.
We need to get to the Decagon fast. Are the Iacon speedways still drivable?
From the sky, they look barely usable, but you can try. Good luck, Optimus. With Zeta Prime gone, we're all looking to you now.
I'll do my best. Autobots,
He said
You said the thing.
He said the thingy.
Even though I can't because I have a big turret in my hand.
I guess Optimus does already have some kind of level of authority over the Autobots.
Yay, tutorial online. Whatever, screw the turret. I want to drive.
Yeah, you unlocked some online exclusive.
Yeah.
Don't die in a fire hazard. Tank!
I wish I was a tank. But I'm just a...
Autobot.
What am I? What vehicle even is this supposed to resemble?
It's not supposed to resemble anything. It's just a car.
What the heck?
You haven't gone to Earth yet, so it's not. You haven't gone to Earth yet, so he hasn't scanned an Earth vehicle. Thus, he can't really be an Earth vehicle. It'd be a bit strange if there were a bunch of Camaros and Jeeps on Cybertron.
Well, what I meant was it doesn't even resemble anything really.
It's obviously a car vehicle thing.
If it was if it's Ratchet, it should at least resemble an ambulance in some sort.
Yeah, but ambulances are more for like transporting people. It'd be pretty difficult to store another Cybertronian within that.
Well, I mean, they pulled it off in Transformers Animated.
When?
I don't think we've gotten to that point to where there are
Nothing you can't fix.
Bumblebee. It wouldn't kill
No,
you to
didn't we?
exercise
The episode with Lockdown?
Um,
Because we got pretty late into the first season. We were like up in episode 9. We were like 3 episodes away from the end.
Heads up, Autobots.
It was like 13 actually.
We'll flush him out, Optimus.
I don't know. I don't remember Ratchet storing anyone inside of him. The only person I would imagine doing that is for Sorry.
No, I mean on Cybertron.
Oh, he actually did it on Cybertron? I don't think we've seen them on Cybertron yet.
We have
Maybe they were there.
with RC.
RC? No, we didn't see RC yet. We weren't there yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We didn't see him on Cybertron yet. I think we got past the part with Soundwave and the second appearance of Meltdown. Oh, and the second appearance of Meltdown along with his control over the what's it called? Is it Predacons, the dinosaurs? That Grimlock?
Dinobots.
Dinobots.
We may have to.
I think that's where we were at.
I remember that, but I swear we were on the episode with Lockdown where Ratchet had like war flashbacks.
Oh yeah, that did. But I think that did happen. Yeah, that happened. I remember now. Were they going through like caves or something, or is that a different flashback I'm thinking of?
I'm not.
Death.
There's the exit.
Oh no, more snipers. Anyway.
Oh no, more.
Citizens of IRL, your new ruler, Megatron.
You're ugly as.
No longer will you be plagued by the burdens of freedom and choice. Henceforth, my will is the only guidance you
Oh, what?
You will no longer be burdened by freedom.
Soundwave. Making energon cubes with his low-res textures.
Why couldn't you do that beforehand when we needed healing? He is a tough guy. What the heck? Oh my god.
Optimus, this is a huge faction of Decepticons massing outside the Decagon's main gate.
What is a decagon? A decagon.
Pathway cleared. Understood.
I think it's a location.
Glad to see it finally stepped up.
just doing what needs to be done.
This is a different Ironhide. Well,
Oh boy.
anyways, we'll just make more.
Oh, let's make another one.
But where did it come from?
Blood. Blood, 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 blood,
We
blood
don't know that.
of the man in the center of the earth.
A Decepticon war machine. We've seen these in the archives.
I thought they were a myth. Why are you so familiar with it? Looks like one of those evil injector things from Steven Universe.
This thing has some tough legs. It does not skip leg day. Look how many. It's like. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Your leg day has become your doomsday.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no, back. Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 okay. He's good. Nice. Okay, so
Hurry.
does
Go,
its
go.
legs just not regenerate?
Go closer to the gun. I know it sounds insane. Go.
Where is it gonna put me back? Don't put me back to the time when it had legs.
If you're shooting the lasers, just go closer to where the gun is, like closer to him. So you'll walk around the circle faster. The laser will reach you slower.
What do you mean? What? Now I don't have my turret. Oh.
Stupid leg man. Optimus, what are you doing? Optimus was sitting still in his vehicle mode.
He sure was.
Oh, Optimus.
You're
so useful to it.
You're the hero we deserve. Optimus, first you were just sitting there in your vehicle mode, now you're getting in my way.
Go closer to the gun before the laser gets you. There, now just walk around the... Oh, does that actually work? Just sitting there? That works.
Except maybe when it does like its ground pound thing.
Yeah, like walk around the gun like that. You're able to cover more of the circumference of the room. Like you can just stay behind the laser quickly. Because if you're closer to the outside of the circular room, then it'll be bad. You'll be covering the same amount of circumference, but just in more time. There we go.
That was much better.
He's dead.
In so many of these bosses, we found ways to exploit it to make it easier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs.
Spirit Bumblebee. Autobots to the Decagon.
Yeah, I still definitely know what that is. Ow. Well, there goes half my health.
Is Decagon like a 10-sided geometrical shape? I've never heard of the term Decagon. I'm gonna look it up right now. If I didn't recognize that it was a 10-sided geometrical shape, I'm gonna sound stupid.
Owie.
Just gotta enter my 13-digit pin, don't mind me.
Taking out the force makes the roots retract. Now Iacon can start repairing itself. Remember, Autobots. Blast the spikes, but never touch them. Transform and roll out.
Yeah,
I'm already rolling.
a plane figure with 10 straight sides and angles.
Ouch.
It's like almost a circle.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Then there's an icosahedron, which has 20 sides, and that's a circle. Icosahedron, on the other hand, that's different. That's a 3D shape with 20 sides.
Any energon over here?
I'm losing too much energy.
Exactly.
Otherwise known as robot blood.
I'm the medic. Why can't I just heal myself?
It reminded me of the episode with Ironhide and Ratchet. Let me tend to my 2 missing arms. Wait.
I'm scared. I only have 1 bar of energon. Whoa!
Energon protein bars.
Whoops, I accidentally hit a Bumblebee. He's fine, though. Destroyed his voice chip.
We know he probably can't even do that. I don't think his voice box was like it was like destroyed beyond repair. I mean, it was, but like I don't think it was destroyed to the point where you can't repair it whatsoever. I think Ratchet was only able to repair it to the point where he could make sounds.
No, they built him a new one, and that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
But since, like, it's a very complex piece of Transformer biology, they don't know they don't know how to actually make it correctly.
Which sounds kind of strange considering all the technological advancements that they've made throughout all of their history. You know, including the ability to transform into a working car.
Well, I mean,
That was kind of always part of their biology, but like, still.
it's not really technology.
It's biology, yeah. But still, consider all the stuff that they're able to do. Like, giant portals. Ground bridges. That go to other planets.
Well, no, not ground bridges. Space bridges are the ones that are able to.
Oh yeah, the ground bridges are the ones that can't go interplanetary. They can only stay on that same planet that it's on.
Yeah.
But still, space bridges exist. Cybertron's probably in a different galaxy. And they can travel there instantaneously. And they can't make a voice box. Though I guess, considering all of our technological advancements, we still haven't really found a way to make new voice boxes or organs. I mean, technically there's a way, but it'd be pretty difficult to do so.
Or to cure a disease as common as cancer.
Yeah.
Which is quite scary considering, like, it's also very difficult to combat.
Yeah. There's not necessarily a cure for it. It's like it's just weird genetic stuff. It's like, it's part of your genetics. It'd be kind of hard to...
Optimus almost just pushed me off into the nothingness.
Call me.
Like, basically, there's only things that can, like, like...
Convenience stores.
There's only, like, we only have things that are able to, like, slow the process.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of medicines for treating it. Like chemotherapy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It doesn't... In most cases it does. Like with my dad, it pretty much like got rid of all of it. Like they said that it had like a 50-50 chance of like getting rid of all of it. And it did. Like he had... Like there was like stuff in his bones and like all over, but like the chemotherapy just wiped all of it out immediately. He had
But
to
not
take.
everyone is so fortunate.
Yeah, that is kind of sucky.
Autobot grenade deployed. Really? Now they're classifying their grenades based on their alliance.
It's like going out in a war and say American American airstrike.
German bullet.
American grenade that'll make you blind and lose all your legs.
And possibly everything else.
There's actually a song by Metallica called One. I always thought it was like a pretty nice song, and then like I started listening to the words and it was like pretty bad. Not like bad, like pumped up kicks bad, but it's just pretty sad. It's pretty much about a guy who was in a war. No, it's about a guy who was in a war.
It sucks that Pumped Up Kicks is so catchy and sounds positive just based on like the music, but the lyrics are like, school shootings, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's an Autobot. Cause he's red, chunky.
Yeah, the song One, if you listen to the lyrics, I believe it's about a guy who was like in a war, and he like stepped on landmines or something, he mentions that landmines did it to him in the song, and that he's been crippled to the point where he's blind, he's deaf, he has like no legs or arms and stuff, and how he's like his body is his holding cell and he's trapped in like this, he's trapped in hell.
Oh god.
Saying how he cannot live, nor can he die.
This baby is worth the wait.
Cancer cannon.
This baby is a baby.
This thing is a baby. Baby cannon.
Oh god, I'm just walking into a box now.
What is this thing? It keeps screaming at me.
Fetus. What is he doing? Hello, up.
Less Decepticon to worry
Oh god. That's a sharp turn from what we were just talking about like 2 minutes ago.
Baby cannon.
Autobots, take it.
Really?
I heard that life gets hard.
Well,
You gotta find another one of these injector things.
yeah.
It's the Corona vaccine. Kill it. Coronavirus. Oh
Well-
jeez, Ratchet. There was like nothing left of Ratchet. Help me. I want to.
Baby can.
Baby Cannon didn't help in that situation.
Oh.
Heads up! We've got another Decepticon.
I don't care.
Dead ahead.
Autobots,
I think you lost
No,
your.
you.
I think you lost your baby cannon.
There we go.
Dead
Finally.
man.
And there's 2 more over there.
Oh my god.
Okay, at least we're not going over there.
thanks, Optimus. We appreciate the help.
Ironhide's not even here. Alright. Oh. Hello. I'm not gonna waste ammo on you. I have 4 bullets left.
I have. Uh-oh. Bumblebee broke everything.
Don't worry. Just loading.
I'm gonna save the last 4 babies I have to shoot it.
That is so nice of you. Better than Soundwave did to Megatron. But I'm Ratchet. How would I know that?
Call me spy!
Decepticons are really giving it all they've got here, aren't they?
It's a Ratchet's a Russian spy.
Autobot communications through the Decagon hub. It's the network for the entire
Just what the doctor ordered.
I ordered it. I'm the doctor. Don't call me doc.
I'm a doctor. Don't shoot. I'm a medic. You're not allowed to shoot me. I'm a medic. That's rude. But I can shoot you though. 'Cause why not? You're still shooting the medic. That is freaking rude.
Frickin' roar. Roar.
Choo 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 choo.
Baba Bingus. Jesus. Look at all the cubes.
Why do these Energon cubes look so different from the ones that we usually grab?
I don't know.
They're like a completely different size and
Maybe the other ones were
color.
just. Maybe the other ones were just kind of thrown out there, but those ones are actually being manufactured properly.
Maybe.
Why don't you just eat them?
Nom, nom, nom.
I only drink the synthetic stuff.
I'm out of ammo again on my.
There's like so many different. There's like so many different. There's like so many different types of cases of substance abuse in the Transformers universe. Dark Energon makes you angrier. Synthetic Energon makes you angrier.
Join me.
No,
Or
we'll
not.
stay.
Alright, bye bye.
I don't know what the Decepticons were drinking in that Gen 1 thing you're talking about. But they were definitely getting drunk off of it. Where are they? Where'd they go? Did they just teleport to you?
Nope.
Nope, they're still over there.
That's fine. It's like they didn't. It's like the game developers literally didn't program their AI to be able
Oh,
to.
they're
jump
coming.
on them.
They're trying.
Oh wait, they did.
Yep.
Took them long enough. Why is the teammate AI so much worse than the enemy?
I don't know. Maybe it's hard mode. Eventually, they just can't really make the AI of the enemies any better, so they make the AI of their teammates worse. Screw you over. They're coming.
Slowly, but I guess surely.
Despacito.
Couldn't these things move any faster?
No, they're trying their best. Don't die.
They're not trying
die.
hard enough.
You almost died.
But I did it.
I'm trying. Oh. Ah.
Maybe I can use you for spare parts.
I use you, Pikachu.
I abuse you, Pikachu.
No. Deviant.
Taking back the Decagon won't be easy.
Ah, the Decagon is a tower thing.
Does
That's
it
the
have?
Decagon.
Does it have 10 sides?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has like 6.
A hexagon, you fool.
I think they just thought, what would be a cool name? It has to sound cool. Decagon. That's pretty cool. Hey!
Rich just comes in. Hey!
It's him. It's him!
It's my brother. Ah!
Ah! Ooh. Yes. What?
Go Ratchet, go Ratchet, go Ratchet. Have some more synthetic energy. I'm an auto.
Gotti.
My only weakness.
Gibby. Gibby. Reinforcements inbound. Take cover.
Eminem eating ASMR.
Everybody. Oop. What?
Yeah.
That was like a distortion filter.
That's what you get for picking the wrong side.
You snapped him in half.
That's just how they talk to each other.
Communications grid is located at the top of the Decagon. We need to find a way up.
It's like in Transformers Prime, Raph is able to understand what Bumblebee's saying, but he just listens to Ironhide and Ratchet. He's just like, I don't know.
I don't think that means anything.
I'm pretty sure they're just mentally insane.
Oh no.
Ironhide's like, no.
Brother.
Brother.
Why would you do that to brother?
Optimus just like slowly backs away.
Autobots, run away.
Autobots, we're gonna have to put these guys down. They're obviously too mental for their own good.
They obviously got hit too hard on the head.
Yeah.
Or can do that to you. And it sucks even more with Ratchet because he's our only medic.
I'm an Autobot.
I'm an herb.
I'm an herb. I'm a baby cannon. Mother. Not you too, Bumblebee. Ratchet just made a new voice box for Bumblebee, but all I can do is
Mother. Well, that's a new joke for this series.
It was already an existing joke, but the fact that they're just mentally impaired and just go
No, I mean baby cannon.
baby cannon.
The fact that they're mentally
Run! The mentally impaired Autobots have baby cannons. We don't stand a chance. They have the forbidden technique. Run for your lives.
baby grenade.
Baby airstrike. The air raid sirens is just. Nintendo. Oh, my voice hurts. I need a new voice box now.
Baby submarine.
Can't even make the joke with the laugh.
What am I doing?
Baby. Your baby scatter blaster. It's just a big scatter of baby parts. You don't
Baby
even
shotgun.
You just hear and that's it. You just hear the baby doesn't live long enough to fire out of the cannon properly. There's just a bunch of bits of babies everywhere.
Baby attack helicopter.
It's like one of those crazy parents who just think their kids are gonna be transgender even though they don't even know English yet. Like, my baby can identify however they want to be. And they identify as a tech helicopter. That's how Tom Kenny does the SpongeBob laugh. With this, he just does that weird thing with his hand on his throat, like. Except I do it a bit faster. I like how babies don't. I like how our baby cannons don't even make like proper like baby gargling noises. It just it's like the peanut butter baby. Does it feel good? Does it feel good? Sounds like somebody actually fired a baby cannon over there.
Decepticon punk.
It just literally kills him. Get out of my face, punk. No. Baby cannon for you then. The Decepticons make
Baby
much more.
tank.
Baby tank.
Ow!
Ow, what? Why are you hurting?
My legs.
Why are your legs hurting?
I don't know from laughing.
What?
Oh God, my face. Baby nuke.
Baby nuke. Baby enemy AC-130. The baby nuke would just set off the air raid siren. Dunk. Jesus. That's like a baby sniper rifle. Which joke are you still laughing at?
Baby cannon. I thought of like just how randomly and on the fly, like I just spat that out, like
baby cannon.
Just out of nowhere, baby cannon. You didn't even react at first, but then like 10 seconds later, you started laughing.
He's like started to register like what? What just came out of his mouth? Baby cannon ass.
It became this.
It became baby attack helicopter.
I think that the baby air raid siren and submarine got me the most. Shut up.
Baby airplane. No, that's more like a baby race car. A baby high-speed car crash. Die, Autobot. Decepticon cut.
Why? Because I hit you in the head too hard? You forgot? What's my name?
Do I have a voice box? No. He's had a voice box the whole time. He just forgot he had one, so he doesn't use it.
Baby.
I gave you a new voice box, Bumblebee.
Baby. No. Baby Bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Wait, those are
Bumblebot.
Autobot. Those are Autobots.
Stop shooting that.
I didn't know.
You shooting
They all look the same.
First, man. What do you mean they all look the same? What are you trying to say, Jacob?
They look the same.
No, what are you? What are you trying to say, though? You trying to say they all look? You're trying to say they all look the same?
Yeah. That's exactly what I said.
I'm gonna go vent on my Twitter now.
Yeah, like the babies they are. Baby Twitter.
Baby Twitter.
Basically the same. It's yeah, it's the same.
It's just I can't even make a sound for that. Like it's just Twitter. The baby Discord.
It sounds like baby's Joey's World Tour. Joey's World Tour.
Jobbies World.
That's not what. No.
Jobbies World. Baby.
It's like the but it's
The Nutella chant. That's pretty much what babies do anyway. They just like make weird noises and spit all over the place. It's like, hi, mommy, projectile.
Heavy damage. Clear, Jetfire. You've done more than enough already. Autobots, exercise caution. Starscream is as dangerous as he is treacherous.
Just give me a clear shot.
I'm literally just gonna kill him.
I don't want it. Okay.
Merry Crimbus. Open your gifts. See if you can kill them in different ways.
Alright, so it has been over an hour.
We made an... the baby cannon? What did we do? What does that mean?
I'm gonna look back at the footage.
Baby cannon. Ah! I don't know how my audio is reaching the red, even though you may... Like, I'm not even trying. Like, when I go, ah! Look. Ah! Nope, almost.
See? I just screamed. See, look, not even close to the red.
Kill the eardrums of our viewers, why don't we?
See you in the next baby cannon.
It's time to...